When I look at the Redmi 10C, I see a device that is easily good value for money, packing the same processing power as the more expensive Redmi Note 11 by virtue of the 6nm Snapdragon 680 processor, decent cameras made possible by Gcam, and more interestingly, it comes at a very affordable price point. But all of this comes at a cost. Xiaomi actually cut a lot of corners with the Redmi 10C. What's up guys, my name is Izzy. Now let's get started. So, after launching the Redmi Note 11 series, which we were not all pleased with, I'd say Xiaomi is attempting to appease the fan base with the Redmi 10C if you ask me. This device easily provides the best value performance-wise when you consider its price. Its major selling point is the Snapdragon 680 processor which powers it, same processor that powers the more expensive Redmi Note 11. It surprisingly even has slightly higher benchmark scores on Geekbench. The Redmi 10C retails for just under $150 or 78,000 naira here in Nigeria for the base version with 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of storage, and you can pick up the 128 gig version for 87,000 naira. Quite affordable if you ask me. It is actually difficult to find a device at this price point with this much value in specifications, but like I said earlier, Xiaomi cut a lot of corners here. First, from the retail box you'll notice there is no protective casing which is usually present on Redmi devices. There is also no pre-installed screen protector, and we also don't get fast charging here, as you can tell from the small 10W charging brick. The Redmi 10C has a decent design but not the most attractive camera layout, and the position of the fingerprint scanner is a bit uncomfortable and will be hard to reach if you have small hands. It gets the job done regardless and you have no problems unlocking the device, as long as you can reach it, that is. The rear has a textured design, more of a slanted stripe pattern. Glad it's not a glossy finish. Still speaking of cutting corners, the signature IR blaster is absent here, and that might be a bummer depending on whether or not you use this feature. It also lacks stereo speakers and a secondary microphone, but I really wouldn't expect that at this price point, so no issues there. It is still a dual SIM device with support for expandable storage. It comes in two memory options, 64 or 128 gigs, and you can expand it with an SD card. The Redmi 10C comes preloaded with MIUI 13 and Android 11. Not sure how soon we'll see an Android 12 update, but hopefully it should come. MIUI 13 here is pretty much in the same capacity you find on the Redmi Note 11, with the exception of second space. Like the Note 11, you don't get the full features like split screen multitasking or the apps sidebar. Ads and bloatware apps can be assured though, so you will need to uninstall a couple of pre-installed apps during setup. You get the memory extension feature which adds 1 gig of virtual RAM to the default 4 gig RAM on the device, totaling 5 gigs. You can't increase the amount of virtual RAM, but I guess many will take this over nothing. Virtual RAM is only functional as long as there is enough internal storage space free. The display on the Redmi 10C is 720p IPS LCD, also not the brightest, so you want to be wary of that if you need to use it outdoors. I would complain, but when you look at the price of this device, this is expected. It is a 6.71 inches large display with a water drop notch style. If you like large mobile screens on a budget, this one definitely fits the job description. One more thing to note about the Redmi 10C display is that it is 60Hz, which is pretty much the standard at this price point, though there are devices priced less that have 90Hz display, for example the Tecno Spark 8C. But these devices don't pack as much power as the Redmi 10C, so I can hardly complain about that. With that said, unless you previously used a 90Hz display or higher, you won't really have any problems with this one. While the Redmi 10C lacks fast charging, it comes with a USB-C port thankfully. It also has really good battery life. 5000 mAh battery may seem standard, but on a device with a 720p display and of decent brightness levels such as the Redmi 10C, it seems pretty well optimized to meet or exceed your expectations. This is from my experience though, your usage may yield different results, but I must say I find it pretty impressive. Being powered by the Snapdragon 680 means you can expect some solid performance from the Redmi 10C. As far as this price point is concerned, there's barely any device released recently with as much processing power as this. While you should keep your expectations low based on all the sacrifices Xiaomi had to make for this device to be possible, so far it is proving to be great value for money. You can use it for some gaming and expect decent performance worthy of its price. Call of Duty Mobile runs well for the most part, and you can play at very high graphics and medium frame rate, or if you prefer high frame rate, then you can play at low graphics. You might want to stick to low graphics though, as gameplay is choppy on very high graphics. Another area Xiaomi cut corners on this device is the cameras. It has a 5-megapixel selfie camera. Yeah, you heard right. I can't remember the last time I handled a device with a 5-megapixel selfie camera. It doesn't have the prettiest camera array on the rear, and you can also ignore the deception in its design as there's only 2 camera sensors, which I'd say only one is useful. It is a dual combination of a 50-megapixel main sensor and a depth sensor. The rear cameras will give you decent photos in the right lighting conditions. Photos look decent for its price and you should be satisfied with the results here. You can switch to 50MP mode to take higher resolution photos, which should be larger in size. The Redmi 10C has night mode, but I'll say keep your expectations low as the results might not impress you. You know what to expect from a 5-megapixel selfie camera, nothing special, but like I mentioned earlier, Gcam works here and selfies is where you find it the most useful. The Redmi 10C is capable of shooting up to 1080p 30fps from both its selfie and rear cameras, and this is what to expect from the rear camera. Okay, so this is the Redmi 10C. You are currently looking at a video from its 5-megapixel selfie camera. It's currently shooting 1080p 30fps. That is the maximum you can do from both the selfie and the rear cameras. It only has a bottom primary microphone, so let me know what the audio sounds like, how is it picking my voice, and most importantly, the 5-megapixel selfie camera, what's the quality? Or what do you think about the quality? The Redmi 10C can be considered good value for money, mostly based on the fact that it is powered by a chipset you'd expect to see on more expensive devices, and that its pricing is really competitive. It however had to lack a couple of standard Redmi features such as the IR blaster and packs a subpar selfie camera, which thankfully Gcam helps make better. If these missing features are not deal breakers for you, this is a very solid device to buy. Easily the best offering at this price point, but only time can tell how stable it will remain with future software updates from Xiaomi, as we know they break some of their devices with software updates. If this video was helpful, do hit that thumbs up and also consider subscribing to the channel. Peace out.